Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel! My name is Canan and today I wanted to show you my little March book wrap up, and if you want to see what books I've read during March then just keep watching. So the first book that I finished in March is The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I'm a little bit confused right now, sorry, because of the name, because like one of my favorite books is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and it always gets me confused that like it's almost a similar name, but yeah, it's a completely like different story. This book is written by Stuart Turton. It's got 505 pages. What I really love about this book is that it's got like a map in here, just because like I love picturing like stories, and whenever there's like a map or something in books, that's just super inspiring to me, and I just really love that. So I think this is the debut novel of Stuart Turton, and I think for like writing your first book he did an amazing job. It also says that like in the back of it, it says that it took like 3 years or something to write it, and I think it was like so worth it, because his like writing is super unique and special, and he's so like detailed. Like whenever he talks about some characters, you can literally like picture them, and he mentions things that like maybe other authors don't really mention in their like books, and I just really love his writing a lot. So now about the book. It's basically a story about a party thrown by Evelyn Hardcastle's parents, and this day repeats like all over in the book, because Evelyn Hardcastle gets killed in the book, and the main character, Aiden Bishop, needs to find out who kills Evelyn to escape this like whole circle and live a normal life again, without like each day getting like repeated or being repeated all over again. Overall, it's such like a mystical book with so many twists, like mind-blowing, honestly. Sometimes I was reading like the book and I like catch myself being like, oh my gosh, like super shocked, and I just really love that. So overall, I'm giving this book 4 out of 5 stars, not 5, because like first I wanted to give it 5, but there's so many characters in this book which I don't really love, and I think some of them are not like necessary, and you don't really need that many, and it's super confusing sometimes, because like as I said, he gets like into these characters like super detailed, and then there's some he mentions and you're like, who's that? Like what? Don't even know how to picture this person, or like whatever. So it's super confusing, and okay, like it's easy to read, but these characters, oh my gosh, they have like so many characters, and that is like super confusing. So yeah, only 4 out of 5 stars for, oh gosh, I forgot the name again. The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. The next book that I finished was The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. It's got 384, yes, pages. And I have to say that this book became one of my favorites, like of all time, I guess. And I really can't wait for like the sequel. I know it's out already, but the German version of it is not out yet. And I started reading The Cruel Prince in German just because like English is not my first language, and whenever it's about like fantasy, I prefer like reading the books in German. So I picked the German version of it. Anyway, that's not what we want to talk about, right? So it's so good, oh my gosh. I really love it. It's like so sweet written, and you go through it like super quick, and it's like super easy to read as well. I would even say that if you're a non-fantasy lover or a non-fantasy reader, that you could easily love this one as well. So the whole story is basically about Jude, Vivi and Taryn. Taryn and Jude are like twins, and Vivi looks a bit different, and all of them know that already. But they get kidnapped by Vivi's father, like real father, and he kills like their like parents and takes them with him to like their fairyland, and he's like a Fey Lord. His name is Maddock, and first I think they all hate him and stuff, especially Vivi, since he's like her real father. And there's like a lot of things happening here, so sometimes I really hate like the main character, which is Jude, because like she's mortal and she's a normal like human being, and she really loves like the fairyland, and she doesn't really understand why Vivi hates it, and I completely understand her. Like really, I really do. Like Maddock killed like their parents and stuff, and she hates it there, and she wants to go back to like normal like human life and world and stuff like that. So I really sometimes couldn't like figure out why Jude is like that, but well, she's a good main character though. There's some other guy called Carden, and Carden hates Jude and Jude hates Carden, but in real life I really want them like together and in a relationship, because I know, well, at least I hope that they're going to end up like together, you know. And well, we will see in the Wicked King, because it like didn't happen yet. But yeah, I'm super excited for the sequel, and unfortunately the German version only drops in June or July, I can't really remember, so I don't know if I can wait until that. So maybe I'm going to try and read like the English version of it and see if I can like go through it quick and easy or not. But overall, of course, I'm giving this book 5 out of 5 stars, just because like it became like one of my favorite books of all time, I guess. It was so good to read, and after I finished the book I felt like super empty, and I really want to reread it, but there's so many other books on my TBR, and like, you know, that feeling, like that bookworm problem. And yeah, and the same problem I had with like the 7 Deaths of Evelyn hardcastle was that I really catch myself being like super shocked and like with my mouth open reading the book, like what is going on right here. And I love that moment when you're like super emotional or shocked, and there's like a big like plot twist, and you're like, what is going on right here? And yeah, that's basically it. The last book that I started reading in March is Strange Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and I am almost done with it. I'm at page 393, and it's got like a bit over like 500 pages, and it's so good, but I don't really want to review it yet, just because I want to put like the full, whole and honest review in my April book wrap up. So that's it for that. But anyway, this book is called Strange Dreamer. It's got like 2 main characters. Of course there's like other characters that are like all over the book as well, but I'm only going to mention these 2. So there's Lazarus Strange, who's Strange Dreamer, and then there's Sarai, who is the Muse of Nightmares. And the sequel of this book is called The Muse of Nightmares, so I think that's so sweet, and I really hope that they end up together as well. I am all over these like cute like romances, so I really hope that they end up together. And yeah, it's just like a magical fantasy book, and I picked this one in English just because they hadn't like the German one yet. And I have to say that it's easy to read, but sometimes there are like words that are made up. And first I thought like, okay, maybe I have to like Google them or stuff, because like I don't even know what these words are, but they were made up, so everything's fine, I guess. And I'm going to talk about this book when I finished it, as I said. But so far so good. I also started listening to an audiobook by Sarah J. Maas, and I'm only like 15 to 20 minutes in, so I can't really talk about it yet, but I don't really like it so far, so I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but maybe I'm going to give it a try. Let me know if you've listened to it or read it or like whatever, and if I should give it like a try or not, if it's like worthy or not. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video of me. If you did like it, give this video a huge thumbs up please, that will make me so happy. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't been subscribed to it already. Click that cute little bell so to get notifications on whenever I post a new video guys, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye!